Hi Aquarius, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Aquarius, I'm doing love readings today. It's more like a focus of a romantic partner rather than just anything. I've had a request from quite a few people, and I can do that. I've done that for several signs now, and it's very fun. I will continue to do the general reading. Of course, this is a general reading as well, but I mean, what I do is I set the intention to say, what does Aquarius need to hear most right now? And then the reading sort of revolves around that. And now this time around, I said the intention is for your person, your romantic partner in life, and where you're at. And it's for both singles and committed. And sometimes both singles and committed has come through, and sometimes only for singles. So let's see what plays out. What is the strongest asking here? And if it resonates with you, the extended is going to be about your person, where your person is at in relationship to you, who your person is, stuff like that. So, and this is also going to span over the upcoming 2 weeks. So we're starting today, which is a beautiful day. It's the 111, at least when I'm recording this. And depending on where you are in the world, I guess you could be into the second already, but that's just that's just alignment all over the place, coming into November and then ending on the 14th of November, this reading, I mean. And so it's just a whole bunch of number ones. I just get a kick out of numbers. And then there is 1-4. So it's just new beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings, and then for your heart. So it's just beautiful how that plays into this reading, I feel. I'm doing 3 cards to give me a bit of a story, to see first what's going on with you in relationship to this person. And I'll take a look at First card out is my money card. I'll dive deeper into this and explain. Vacation. An owl. Might not look or mean anything to you guys, but it does to me. Give me a moment. Wow. There's so many different, like I want to say the word timelines. There's so many different stories. Thank you, Source. Like, I get a bit frustrated because I want for Source to give me like one clear story, and I get to tell the story and you sort of decide however that applies in your life. But when I'm asked to do like 3 or 4 several different angles, it just it's just a bit much to. I'm gonna do my best here. I'm gonna stop complaining, and I'm gonna do my best. So first, I'm just gonna start talking, and you decide whether you're in a committed relationship, whether you're single, whether you're seeing somebody, whether you're separated, like what's going on for you specifically, and see. And I'll give you a couple of different scenarios and see where you fit. If it resonates, keep it. If it doesn't, leave it. So the first card out is called my money card. The money card often stands for energy. So whatever this is right now that you have, I want to say reconnect with. So I guess I'm drawn to say, you could be single and you could be attracted back to somebody that you have seen in the past, that has been a past lover of yours. You could be divorced, you could be separated, and now for some reason you're finding your way back to them. For some reason, for the reason of love, for the reason that you want to be with them. I just feel like there's been so much chaos. If you look at this card, it's just things everywhere, but in the midst of everything, there's a lot of butterflies. And to me, the butterfly stands for a lot of transformation, just a lot of transformation. There's been so much on your mind about this relationship coming into you now, I feel. And if you haven't spotted it already, in the midst of everything, here stands a loving couple. Here's you guys. So there's like, she has a whole castle in her head, and the castle for me just speaks about you've so much on your mind, like you have so much to think about. There's been so much that you needed to think about due to this relationship or through this relationship. So probably both. Probably at the time that you were with them and probably after. Like something kicked off. Something spiraled after being with this person. And I feel like I'm drawn to say, we have this Swedish, I'm from Sweden, and we have this, wait, it's not Swedish. It's not, wait, is it? Yeah, it is, I'm sorry. It's a Swedish couple. Oh, what are they called now? So I spent some time with my sister and her youngest boy there. He was watching this couple. He followed this couple on YouTube. And now in Sweden, they have their own like reality show. That's what it turned into. And it started off, that couple. I'm not saying this is you guys, because this is a very particular thing, but it sort of describes the energy. This started off with him sort of stalking her, really for real stalking her, and she actually turned him. She couldn't turn him in because he wasn't in her life, but she reported it to the police. She was really like pressing charges against this person who was stalking her. So it was a police matter at the very beginning, and now they're like I said, they're having a reality show together because he went to them starting. I don't know the whole story. I just know that he started off stalking her, and she was really offended by his energy and by his persistence to get with her. And they ended up dating, and they ended up having a child together, and like this YouTube channel, and they're so very much in love, it looks like anyway. I don't know why I'm drawn to that story, but I feel like the depth of like what they needed to come over and get through, due to the fact that what it started off with was that she had the police involved. Like that's how negative it started out. And coming through all that and seeing each other's beautiful sides and best qualities rather than somebody who stalks me. There's something to this. I know this is a weird reading and a weird energy, but there's something to it that of that magnitude. It's not that particular story, I don't think. It's very unique. But there's something to it that something has really made you look at this person thinking, I'm going to press charges. Like I'm going to they can't do this. The energy is just too negative in my life. Whatever they did to you, whatever you did to them, like however that played out, that's the magnitude of negative energy going on. And so I understand the whole chaos. I understand the wolves are there, like attacking, like you're facing the wolves. And you're facing the music, you're facing a whole lot of things here, probably within yourself. It feels like there's an attack from every angle, and so you sort of could not escape it, and you didn't want to. You wanted to get to the bottom of what you had going vibrationally, what you were not over, what you needed to deal with in order to get to the truth of yourself, if that makes sense. And like I said, here's the chaos. Starting on top here's in the mental work, and here's all the chaos. And then here, I don't know if you see that, but there's a lot of beautiful butterflies right in the midst of this. It's like, and now we're going through a transformation. And at the end of that, you end up together again. It's like calm waters. It's just a breeze. And you're just this loving couple just holding each other. it's like she's saying, you were mean to me. And he was like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry, but I know who I am now. I know, that's good. It just feels really, I don't know. It's a very particular reading, this, I feel. But I mean, Aquarius, you're a very particular breed. Sorry. Sorry to say. You just won't have anything like any other. It would be interesting to look into that guy, the Swedish guy there, if he's on Aquarius too. It takes a particular person to do that sort of thing. Anyway, that's what it feels like, that you come from, and now you're coming back together. Here, this is also my card for I call it my magical carpet ride. So after the storm has calmed down, and I mean, it feels like it can be several years. It can be years and years ago that this happened, and you've needed so much time in between. I don't know why I get the number 7. That might mean 7 months feels a bit short, but it might be 7 months for some people. 7 years, or just the fact that 7 is like 7 is a week. God made the world in 7 days. Is that what you say? I don't know. Like on the 7th day, he rested. Like there's a completion in 7. So there's it needed to be a completion for something. Maybe karmically, maybe like coming full circle with something. You just needed to have that closure, that completion. And when that is over, you're coming back together again. And I'm doing the reading now as we speak. This is now, it's happening. So whether you have come back together with them, or you're just waiting, maybe there's been like initial contact, maybe it feels like you did not see this one coming. You did not see this one coming. You thought not in a like, think of that person, that Swedish girl, pressing charges against a person who's stalking her. Do you think that day she thought, one day I'll love him and have a baby with him? I don't think so. In a million years, you did not see this coming. But here we're on a magical carpet ride. You have come, it's like you're one of the fair few in the world that have come through the negative bullshit and really see it for what it is, negative bullshit, and sort of reaping the fruit now from what you've sowed. And most people would just sort of take one last look at that person and say, bye-bye, never gonna see you again. But here you are on this magical carpet ride. There's something for you, Aquarius. It feels like you're sitting on this carpet and you're just breezing through. You're just traveling through the universe in this moment in time, feeling really good about life, feeling like, do you see the worry, the clouds here in the back, a bit stormy clouds, a bit worrisome clouds, and like the birds just, what the I'm not supposed to say that. And here it's like transformation again on the bottom, but the transformation is more towards the past. It's still there, it's still a reminder, but it's on the back burner, and you sort of come out of it. It's like you're breezing through now, Aquarius. You're just flowing on your magical carpet ride and just taking it in. Just, is this really happening? Is this really happening? That's what it feels like. And then with the next card out, the owl card. The owl card has 2 meanings. Never mind one meaning, it just takes up time. So I'll stick to the meaning what it feels like this time around. It's so beautiful. Do you see the butterflies here as well? So it continues to speak about the transformation that you've done. So you must have done a huge transformation within yourself. So maybe healing things from the past in this lifetime, but even past, like different lifetimes. Just come full circle with something. So you must, it could not have been easy. That's all I'm saying. It could not have been easy. You have been needing to take a step back, to to look at it from a different perspective. And it feels like there's something you've let. Do you see the worrisome clouds down here? And when you take a step back from something, all of a sudden, like if we were like full having a deep dive into this, if you were so close that you can only see the clouds, like the worrisome clouds. If you take a step back, it's like, wait, and right next there, it's a paradise island. What? I didn't see that. Like, you take a step back and get the owl's perspective. The owl can look at anything from like a 360-degree view. And when you take a step back, it's like, I only saw the worrisome clouds. I was in it. I was living it. I was breathing it. I was mentally, I had a freaking castle on my head. I was deep into this bullshit. And when I take a step back, it turns out, there's a paradise island right next to it. But it was there all along. I mean, the paradise island sort of did not just appear up through the ocean. It feels like that was always there. Like the sun is always there, but the clouds are in the way, so you don't see it. And when the clouds are being removed, they're actually not even being removed. You're taking a different standpoint. You're taking a different view, a different look at this, a different angle, a different perspective. Do you get it? Do you need one more word? One more word. And there's your perfect island. So I feel like you've done a really good job at taking a step back and sort of not worry so much about the worrisome clouds. And wait, when you did, you saw what was actually there all along. You just needed to get through this bullshit in order to get to this safe valley, to the calmer waters. And I mean, it's there in each card. So we have all the drama here on top, all the chaos, I feel, transformation happening, and then we have the calm waters and the beautiful relationship. You are really traveling on your magical carpet ride. The worrisome clouds, they are in the back there. They're a reminder right now, but we have transformation with the butterflies. And here we have the worrisome clouds here, but we also have a clear view and a much bigger view of the paradise island. So if you do your job, like what I'm trying to say with that, Aquarius, is that you can again with your focus look at the troublesome, worrisome clouds and sort of get a bit sucked into it, because it was so much chaos that you came from, not from this particular relationship, I don't feel, but I think that this particular relationship really, what do you say in English? Det rev upp allting. It really activated everything you've been through in the past, and this one relationship sort of just released all of it like a bomb. It just went off. And so there's been a lot of chaos here. And so for you, it's very short time that we've dealt with this new calmer waters. So Aquarius, do your best work at just keep going on that magical carpet ride, facing forward. Don't look back. Just don't look back. Don't need to solve it. Don't need to fix it. Don't need to work it out. Don't need to get to the bottom of this. I promise, with my years in the life I've lived, taking a look at something and wanting to solve it only brings it back, only makes it bigger. So keep going forward, and you will, like, your person is here. They're coming back to you. It feels like it's a bit up in the air still, but they're coming back to you. Wow. Okay, guys, that was interesting. If you feel like you resonated with this, maybe one or two people, then there's an extension in the description box. If not, I hope to see you back in a week. Take care, guys. Bye.